The college football experience, Northern Illinois Huskies 2025 season preview episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, get up to $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com with the promo code TCESGPN. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, everybody, Jim McMahon here, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome to the college football experience. NIU Huskies 2025 season preview. Oh, and what a year it could have been, or it was, I think, if you're an NIU fan, because you say, hey, you know, we got a huge win, which we'll talk about in a second. But I look back and I go, man, overtime loss to Buffalo and Pete Lembo. One score game to the Pussy Pack known as NC State. One score game with Toledo. One score game with Ball State. I mean, this team almost went. They were not that far away from going undefeated in this joint. We're here to talk about it all. Tommy Hammock, my boy. I'm old enough to remember him playing running back for NIU. YouTube.com/the college experience. We're breaking down all of the episode, you know, every single team, 136 episodes, 136 teams. And also, so hit that like and subscribe on YouTube, but also secret episodes like the Nixon tapes, iTunes, Spotify. We have, coaching interviews, which I was at Media Days for a bunch of spots. Also, NIU fans, I sat down with Gloria Navarez, the commissioner of the Mountain West, and we talked about the pending merger as Northern Illinois is joining the Mountain West. So you're going to want to check that episode out, but that's not on YouTube. That one's on Spotify and iTunes. So subscribe over there. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, that's fair. My name is Colby Swinging, Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
I love this program, all right? I've been following this program for years. I was watching when you upset Maryland when Ralph Friedgen was top 20 and you guys stormed the field like you should always when you have a big win. Most of the time, these P5s, they don't want to come to Husky Stadium because they know it results in an L. Normally, you got to go out on the road warriors. And we'll prove that in a second. Love this program, though. Back to the Novak days, Joe Novak to Jerry Kill. Let's go. I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the college basketball experience with me. When the season goes live over there, we're live every single night of the season. Same for college football. So you want to be subscribed, youtube.com/the college experience. Give it up for former staffer at Austin Peay with the Governors, at South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and at West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, aka Money Lawn Mac. How are you, brother?
What's up, man? Yes, the Notre Dame Slayers, as the chat is talking about. How about these Huskies, baby? Let's talk one last time, Maction.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Yeah, how about, I mean, well, I wasn't as surprised. I know this program, and they have the thing called the Boneyard, Mac. They got this thing called the Boneyard, which we're going to talk about. But Tommy Hammock, that was a gigantic win, and man, they were close to going 11-1 when you really think about it. They were in every single game, and I think if you're a fan of Northern Illinois, that's all you want. Can we knock off and have a big time win? And also, are we in it every game? Now, I think they also think MAC championships, but maybe you can get one in your final season. All right. Where are you at with Coach Hammock, who's a former NIU guy, former roommate with PJ Fleck too, man, when they were both on the team. He was 3-9 in 2021, 7-6 in 22, 8-5 in 24. And look, some people I think wanted him gone back in like after the COVID year. He has answered he's got that MAC championship. Now, obviously you'd like to consistently get MAC championships because that's what NIU football is about. But where are you at with Coach Hammock, man?
Yeah, it's been I think a pretty solid run here for Coach Hammock. He does have a MAC championship back in 2021 when they beat Kent State, going 9-5 that year. So yeah, he had a tough COVID year and then he had a tough 22, but back-to-back winning seasons, headed into 25. Obviously, when you beat a team like Notre Dame, that also adds a little bit of security. So yeah, it's been a solid tenure in my opinion for Hammock.
Yeah, and my numbers are wrong on the bottom left-hand corner. 3-9 in 22, 7-6 in 23, 8-5 in 24. I don't know how I skipped a year there. Yeah, I'm a moron. I mean, when it comes to me following correctly, let's just say.
Well, I don't get. They bring the head cold, but
let's just say.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
But no, he does a kick-ass job, and they do have a thing called the Boneyard, Mac. And this program, like the lay college football fan, doesn't know about this program. They went to the BCS, I forget what bowl it was to take off Florida State back in the Jordan Lynch era. But look at the Boneyard; they have this at their stadium too, man. These are P5s, and some of these they've beat multiple times. I mean, a lot of these teams in my lifetime have national championships or have played in big time bowls. They have won. And I think all these have been on the road with the exception of Maryland and Kansas State. So super impressive. YouTube.com/the college experience. This program, and it's been coached, whether it's Rod Carey, whether it's Novak, whether it's Jerry Kill, whether it's Hammock, they just find Dave Doran. That's fucking impressive, man. You put them on the schedule, you better watch out, man.
Yeah, you really do. I mean, they beat BC the year before Notre Dame. So it's been back-to-back years they've pulled off bye games. And, I mean, that's kind of a who's who list. I mean, Alabama is on that list. Nebraska is on that list. BYU, K-State. So, yeah, they've pulled off some juggernaut wins.
Yeah. Watch out when you schedule them. That's all you got to know is watch out when you schedule them. They're coming to play, man. They're giant killers. The offense from a season ago, Quinn Sanders is the OC. He is a new. That's the thing I think you worry about here is there's a new OC and a new DC. Okay. 93rd in scoring offense, 118th in passing offense, 16th in rushing offense, charting at the number 72 overall offense. They lost their offense coordinator, Wesley Bashorner, I think it is, to Wake Forest in the offseason. And they also lost their defensive coordinator, Nick Benedetto, I think, to Fresno State. So I think they're still going to be running a lot of the same stuff, but it is intriguing that you have new coordinators on a team that was very successful last year. Now the offense returns one guy, left tackle, Evan Malcore. Hey, that's not good. But I will say this: if you saw Tommy Hammock after they beat Notre Dame, he was on like Jim Rome show. He was on the Talk of the Town, Dan Patrick show, all this shit, Sports Center. He believes in recruiting and making them good within the program. You know what I mean? So when they lose guys, he's thinking next guy up. They did hit the portal some, but like I said, they don't really attack the portal aggressively. And then when they do, they go deep sea diving, bringing in quarterback Jackson Proctor from fucking Dartmouth, Gary Givens III from Valpo,
Love it.
Yeah, Deary Rogers from Lenore Ryan here in North Carolina. Thomas McCoy from Marshall, won a Sunbelt championship there last year. Aiden Tweedy from Wayne State. Deep sea diving. Mac, will the offense be better than 72nd? I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I would think that there's a little bit of regression coming, and why they went deep sea diving. Quinn Sanders is coming over from Charleston College in Charleston University in West Virginia. He had good offenses there. They were 27-8 in his 3 years, so he was a head coach. And they had good offenses over there in the MEC. So I think it may be a little bit of a transition year as they prepare to go to the Mountain West. But yeah, that's a little bit on that deep sea diving here at the offensive coordinator spot and the portal additions.
Yeah, I'm curious who they're going to start at the quarterback spot, because they do have Proctor, who has started a bunch of games or played in a bunch of games before. But I am familiar with Jalen Macon of Arkansas Pine Bluff, who transferred in last year. So he's in year 2 of that offense. But they also have Josh Hoist. May he be hoisting a MAC championship above his head at the end of the year. I think it's going to be Hoist or Macon that starts, but fascinating stuff. Telly Johnson, a running back that the NIU has always had good running backs, man. Garrett Wolf, Michael the Burner Turner. I mean, just a slew. You can go deeper into that, but I'm trying to remember who the scat back was. I'm drawing a blank right now, but anyway, yeah, that offense is very good, but I would expect slight regression, but maybe there's some breaks in the schedule where they could be around the same. Now, the defensive side of the ball, their defense was awesome last year, but they brought in a new DC, Rob Harley. So once again, these aren't his numbers. He was at Arkansas State last year. 14th in scoring defense, 5th in the country in pass defense, 17th in rush defense, charting at the number 4 defense in the country. Mac, hammer the over at Fresno State. You put together a top 5 defense, and they beat the runner-up to the national championship at their place and limited them to just, what was it, 14 points? I think it was off the top of my head. That's hard to replace that. I probably think Rob Harley's a good defensive coordinator. I remember he was at Pitt a few years back, but Narduzzi,
automatically bad. Just kidding.
Yeah. Narduzzi knows defense. So, okay. Excited about the hire, but there's no way. They do return 3 starters, both the ends. The Williams brothers are back. They're not actually brothers, I don't think, but over here they are. Jelani Williams and Roy Williams. Cornerback Jacob Finley back as well. They hit the portal some, and deep sea diving. Devontae Murray coming in at the DN spot from UT Martin. Alvin Gully from the Yale Bulldogs. They go for these Ivy League guys. Deshaun Dixon from the Great Danes of Albany. Dante Harris had a JUCO transfer at the corner spot. Keyshawn Lyons from McKendree at the cornerback spot. Miles Thompson from Texas Tech, and safety Jasper Beeler, who I know they're really excited about, from Saginaw Valley State. Shout out to the Circa. If you go to the Circa, make sure you hit Saginaw's. And kicker Andrew Glass from Kent State. No way they're going to be a top 5 defense. I mean, there's just no way. I think Harley's a good DC, but there's just no way. It's impossible.
He did a good job at Ark State. That they won 8 games last year. Their defense was one of the big reasons why. So, they're going to take a step back. But I mean, Harley's a good hire in my opinion. You laid out his resume where he worked for Narduzzi, so you know it's going to be an aggressive defense that'll get after you. So he's got his work cut out for him, and as he comes over for a new job.
Yeah, I mean, I think they can still be a good defense, but I don't think there's any way they're top 20.
Yeah. I mean, top 5. That's crazy. I didn't realize I knew Northern Illinois' defense was good last year. I didn't realize it was top 5 good.
Yeah, unbelievable work. Tommy Hammock. I hope you took pictures. Bring that into the for the contract. Yeah. When you're negotiating your next contract, I want that brought up. All right. Look, folks, want to tell you that the college football experience, NIU Husky Style, is brought to you by us, the College Football Experience. We are part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, and the Sports Gambling Podcast is back with their 32-team NFL preview series. They are also bringing back the phrase that pays. Yes, each episode they'll give out one word of a 32-word phrase. Submit that phrase for a chance to win a $1,000 Circa Future. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, as Underdog Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long. Giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million to first place. There's no waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best ball is the best way to play fantasy football, folks. Underdog also is a great place to play pick'em, where you can win up to 500 times the amount of money you enter. So sign up over at UnderdogFantasy.com, and when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits there. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by MyBookie.ag. Yes, MyBookie is your place to bet on every single sport. All the summer sports going on right now. Betting the hell out of MLB, CFL, golf. Betting on the dildo color, throwing on the WNBA games when they hit the court. Racing. Goddamn, I was the other day. I was scrambling to find when the Mexican Baja 5000 is. All that stuff. Tennis. It's the dog days of summer, but of course they got college football and NFL futures. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations as well. You can easily deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. So head on over to mybookie.ag. But when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. Of course, that's mybookie.ag. Promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back and we are talking state of the program. I showed you the boneyard, man. Fuck around with the boneyard, man. There's a couple teams that might be on the boneyard. One's already on there, and they might be on there again this year. But that's all state of the program, man. One thing I love about this program is they always make sharp coaching hires. I just feel like they're a tough heart. I love this program, man. I really do. Like, I appreciate. This is a big time run. They're kind of like the Boise State that no one knows. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at the seasons, they've had some fire seasons over the past 25 years. So that's all has to do with state of the program. They have good fans, and part of state of the program also is your stadium. Husky Stadium, 60 years young. Well, I used to think Illinois, like University of Illinois, we haven't done our preview yet, but that's like one of my favorite stadiums in America. Soldier Field's one of my favorite NFL stadium is probably Soldier Field, but they're getting rid of that. I used to think Illinois new stadiums because like Wrigley, you used to have Comiskey, Soldier. These filthy Bear fans are getting rid of fucking Soldier Field. Just renovate, you bozos. Oh, are you kidding me? The traffic. Fuck off. Get out of here. Traffic. The parking is terrible. I don't want to hear it. Husky Stadium, though, 7 out of 10, Mac. They got good fans. They're showing up to the ball games. It's outdoors. It's not some dome bullshit. Curious what you giving this thing. And look, a lot of times they have a live Husky on the sideline. That's bonus points. Oh, you know what I mean? Get a live mascot on the sidelines. Yes. They should get a pack of them, though. I've always thought they should come out like Iditarod racers. You know what I mean? Like just have like six Huskies in a pack, and like before your whole team comes running out, just have your the guy who dresses up like a Husky, the mascot, on that. Just ideas that Pick Dundee has. You can dial 1-800-PICK Dundee. I got a lot more ideas. I look 60 years young, man. What do you make of this stadium, man?
Yeah, 7 I think is fair. It seats 28,000, so that perfect 30,000 number at the G5 that we like, and it gets a lot of traction and a lot of exposure and action on those Tuesday and Wednesday nights. One more year of that, and then
I know that's bittersweet.
I know they belong in the MAC. I hate the I love the Mountain West, but I want Northern Illinois in the MAC.
But they're a program that does deserve more money. That's the one thing. Like I know geographically they don't fit in the Mountain West. You're like, what? But they've been good for 25 years, man. Mm-hmm. At what point do you say, hey, we watch UCF, We watch teams that weren't even good graduate. Like Rutgers just got a pass. Hey, you could be a part of the Big Ten. You've won 9 games in the past decade, right? Maryland was ass in the ACC. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then like, there's other teams that are getting that bump. So I could see them just saying, "Hey, man, we want more money to throw into our program. We want a better spotlight." But does it make sense? Nothing makes sense anymore. Regionality. I prefer them in the MAC too, dude. Like, but I wish the MAC was making more money. So a team because NIU is a program that more people should know. I was shocked how many people were surprised. They were like, "Who is this? I never even heard of Northern Illinois beating Notre Dame. They've been good for 25 years. 25 fucking years, man."
They have 2 ACC wins in the last like 4 years.
That's what I'm saying, man. And like they have proven it. Like I said, winning at Alabama hasn't scheduled them since. There's a reason. All right. Shout out to the statue of the Husky and this fine American cooking up some burgers on the grill. Get out to a game, folks. Even if you're in Chicago, what are you talking about? It's like an hour and a half away or something. I don't remember. And of course, they got the elements. Football should always be played in the elements. You shouldn't put a roof over anything. All right. It's a fun stadium, man. It's fun. I think. Look at this fucking crazy fuck. What? Why do that to yourself? What's going on?
Why
are you like cheating on your is he cheating on his gal? Maybe his gal went up to the bathroom or something. So, he's covered his face going to the game with the side piece.
Here, you can't see me now.
But yeah, man, it's a fun stadium. Get out to a game this fall, man. Nothing like live college football, man. Especially look at that shit. That shit is lit. There's not an empty seat there. And I challenge any of you prick 5, you Power 5 schools to go play at NIU. You're gonna lose if you do. I dare you. Notre Dame. Do a home and home, Notre Dame. All right, you'll get swept. You'll get fucking swept with your 5 stars and your goddamn leprechauns.
Hey, to put it in perspective, I found the year 2003 in their non-con. They beat Maryland at home. They beat Iowa State at home, and they won in Tuscaloosa.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Yeah. Holy shit! They've been doing this for a while. 25 years they've been pulling upsets. Nobody's going there. Only Maryland's dumb enough to go there.
And they got stormed on. They got fucking stormed on, right? So please put them on the schedule. That's why we need some unity in this. We need some reform in college football, right? Get out to a game though. Honestly, it's a great game day experience. Get out there. Mac, and shout out. This is what I'm talking about. This Husky should be on the with the Iditarod with the with the 6 Huskies coming out of there. Right?
Look at him.
Let's make that happen, folks. 1-800-PICK Dundee. Yeah. What do you give the state of the program? Because I'm going to give it a 7. You are close to Chicago. And for some reason, the city of Chicago, with the exception, shout out to Chicago State starting up their football program. But these other hacks like Loyola Chicago or UIC, even Northwestern, these private school pussies, they're sitting there getting rid of Ryan Field and doing some MLS stadium bullshit. They could be the team of Chicago, even though they're a little bit of ways. You got to think, man, you're going to the Mountain West, you're getting a bigger chunk of money. 7-10, let's go, man. Look, more money. You beat Notre Dame at Notre Dame. I wonder if that's going to hurt scheduling in the future. That's the worst part about it is these Power 5s will say, "Oh, we can't. We have a home and home with them." Or no, they don't even do a home and home. We have a bye game with them. No. Let's not
like Kennesaw.
Yeah. You saw what Tennessee did. They paid a bunch of money not to play Army. You saw what Signetti did. He didn't want, but that was a Power 5 at least. Tennessee didn't want Army. They paid Army $1 million not to play. It means more, they say, right? What do you give the state of the program, man?
I'm going to go 8 just a solid run, back-to-back winning seasons again. So got it going in the right direction, and they got their payday. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Let's go Huskies.
Let's go. All right. Well, let's dive into the schedule, man, because Tommy Hammock, you don't fuck around. And guess what? Fucking Holy Cross is coming in. Watch out. I'll say this for replacing two coordinators. Dan Curran, I think his name is, the head coach that took over after Chesney left for JMU. I know he was 6-6 last year, or 6-5 last year, or something like that. But damn, if they weren't like in every single game, minus the Syracuse game, they're not bad. I'm just saying they're not bad. But give me NIU to get this done. Give me like a 20-16 win. But Holy Cross beat Buffalo a couple years ago, so watch out, man. Chesney, that was Chesney's team. What are you doing here?
Yeah. Holy Cross has had some good teams. I'll go 1-0, but they need to be ready to go right from the get go. Not looking ahead to Maryland.
Yeah. Going to College Park, please. Let's do this.
They're gonna beat Maryland,
dude. They've played them twice in the past 25 years, right? They won where they stormed, and then they lost in overtime in College Park. Come on, man. They can do this. They can do this, man. They can do this. I'm not sure if it's this one or the next one. They're going to get one of these, right?
Yeah.
The Boneyard is the Boneyard, man.
Give me this one. I'm calling for this one. I'm calling for the Maryland upset. Loxley lays an egg.
This is the one that gets him fired, right?
Yeah. Who's Maryland's got? Who do they got week 1? They have a bye game week.
FAU. 1. They have FAU.
Yeah, they're gonna run it up on FAU. Then Northern against the cha offense, and then NIU is gonna come down here and bang with them. Yeah, let's go Huskies 2-0, baby.
I'll say this between this and then look, they get a bye. Shout out to look at PJ Fleck.
Yeah.
They get a bye, then they come out of the bye and they head to Starkville. You saw what fellow MAC school Toledo did when they went to Starkville last year. What'd they win by? What was that final score?
Like 45-17 or something. He just beat the fuck
Watch out, man. Now, I know Mississippi State's going to be better this year, but I'm just saying between Maryland and Mississippi State, give me one. They're going to find a way to beat one of them.
I'm going loss here. Week 2 is their magical year. Oh, and that Maryland game's a Friday night game. Please do it in a state.
Perfect. We should drive up to that thing.
We should.
Dressed up in NIU gear.
Yeah, I'll go Mississippi State 2-1.
2-1. Then San Diego State comes to town. Didn't we just take San Diego State?
Yeah.
God, I don't feel good about that, but
it's a toss-up game.
Yeah. If they beat Mississippi State and they're on cloud 9, San Diego State will beat them.
Yeah. I'll still say San Diego State. Sean Lewis knows Hammock, so he gets his revenge from Hammock beating him in the 2021 MAC championship.
Yeah. 2-2. I'm with you. I'll stick to it. I don't feel that strong about the Aztecs' chances, but I'm saying it's like 51% to 49. Yeah. All right. So then they come out of that. So we got them at what? 2-2.
Yep.
And Miami, Ohio, and Chuck Martin, who got the Quan Finn, who's a baller at the quarterback spot. Watch out for Miami, Ohio. This game's awesome. Is this game nationally televised? Do we know this?
It needs to be. It's on a Saturday. Why is this a Saturday?
It should be Friday night, man. This should be Friday night. It's because it's homecoming, right? Is that why? Gosh, man, I'm not gonna have them lose 3 straight games. Give me an upset. Northern Illinois gets Miami, Ohio.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3-2 as well. I think they're too much pride in this program to lose 3 in a row, and they got them at home. It's not an Oxford.
It's a great game. It's a good game.
Yeah.
Then they hit the road to Ypsilanti, and shout out to where was that? Where was that YouTube comment? Let me see if I can quickly find that thing.
they busting your balls for mispronouncing?
No. I'm saying like this thing that went viral recently about.
Oh, I saw that. That was great.
Oh man, we got to talk about this. I got to find this on the fly right now, but.
Talk about the MAC versus.
The reason why is because they reference Ypsilanti in that YouTube comment. I even saw Scott Van Pelt retweeted that thing. Let me see if I can quickly find it, man. But this is a one. I know we did our Eastern Michigan preview on like June 5th. So I'm like, what did I say? I think I'm going to take EMU to get him though.
We're high on EMU.
Yeah, Chris Creighton I think is such a good coach. So. I will take EMU to get them, especially if they just beat Miami, Ohio, who I think a lot of people think could be in the MAC championship. So, there we go there. And, yeah, you on EMU too?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with EMU. I took them in their preview. So, 3-3.
Yeah. 3-3 there. I can't find this tweet right now. Okay. No, here it is. This is from, this thing went viral on Twitter.
It's hilarious.
Someone found a clip of a comment in a YouTube section from T-King701. Congrats on your 5-star recruits and $100 million facilities, SEC fans. Meanwhile, the MAC is out here playing real football in front of 14 people and a raccoon on a Tuesday night during a blizzard. You ever seen a punter throw a touchdown to a long snapper while the scoreboard's on fire? Didn't think so. While you're busy arguing over which frat-funded dynasty is slightly less fraudulent, Toledo's cooking up a triple reverse flea flicker in a game that ends 43-42 after 6 missed PATs and a goalpost gets stolen. That's not football. That's Maction. You wouldn't survive 1 quarter in Ypsilanti. What a fucking great comment. And that's why we're on Eastern Michigan, basically, right?
Who comes up with that shit?
That's gold. We need him on the show, whoever that is, if anyone knows him. But another thing is this, man. We didn't talk about this, but Northern Illinois does have a target on their back. They're leaving the conference.
Yep.
So these away games, this is the first away game in conference in Ypsilanti.
Yep.
Well, the next week they go on the road to take on Brian Smith in Ohio. I know, Brian Smith is the new head coach there, but he was part of the staff. They were able to retain Parker Navarro and company. Gosh, I'm on Ohio.
I was torn up, man. This is the MAC in a nutshell, though.
It's a great game, by the way. This is 3 straight fire MAC games.
Yeah, I like the Bobcats. We did the Bobcats, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we both took the Bobcats at home in Athens. So yeah, 3-4. Damn.
3-4, and then Ball State comes trotting in with Yurmovich, the new head coach, coming over from Butler. This is a win. 4-4. You right the ship.
Yeah. The Ball State fans are still pissed that we said they go 3-9. And it's like
they act like they're a goddamn dynasty or something. The way we were talking, I was like, what?
You fired your coach last year. Yeah,
you got a brand new head coach and like 2 returning players on the whole team.
4-4.
You get a bye week. Shout out to the great Joe Novak who built this city. And then you head to the Glass Bowl to take on the Rockets. This game is awesome as well. Wait, is this is a Wednesday Maction game?
Yes, they fuck with Toledo, don't they?
I think they do, but man, Toledo has everybody back, and they also got Treyvon Rudolph, the wideout from NIU. I'm taking Toledo 4-5.
They've lost 3 in a row to Toledo, but they've been tight games. I'll stick with Toledo. If this game was in DeKalb, I'd be all over Northern Illinois, but I'll go Toledo here.
All right. Before we get to the rest of the season, I want to let you know college football experience is brought to you by Circa Millions and Circa Survivor, the world's greatest sports book. Circa Las Vegas, downtown Las Vegas, is hosting the world's biggest pro football contest. Circa Millions, Circa Survivor, and Circa Grandissimo with over $21 million in guaranteed prizes. You can't call yourself a true G-Gen if you're not competing in the Circa football contest. So what are you doing? Come on out. Come hang out with the Sports Gambling Podcast guys at the Circa Contest Weekend, August 21st to August 23rd. Oh, you can also hang out with us. Yes, the college football experience. Myself, Moneyline Mac, will be there doing live shows for week 0 college football. We got Farmageddon in Dublin, Ireland. We got Sam Houston State taking on Western Kentucky. We got Portland State, Tarleton State. We got Hawaii hosting Stanford. Fresno State hitting the road to the Kansas Jayhawks. Mercer taking on UC Davis in Alabama, of all places. We got North Carolina Central and Southern. Idaho State and UNLV. We're going to be covering in depth every single one of those games. Live shows, open bars. Plus, we're going to give you 15% off your stay at Circa with the promo code SGP15. So what are you doing, folks? The contests are open to everyone. Sign up in Nevada. You can play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com and use the promo code SGP to get $50 off those proxy fees. Bros, we're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm continues to crush it with the power trends. These are AI-detected patterns where Rhythm's model is consistently won and has a very high ROI. Think like a strikeout prop that wins 59% of the time when the line and win probability hit a certain range. Power trends are updated daily, exclusive to Rhythm and Rhythm only. No touts, no noise, just clean data-backed bets, baby. The MLB power trends are crushing it. A lot of unders on batter hit props that are collectively hitting at a 70% rate. Fading players is profitable, folks. WNBA power trends since All-Star break are 27-16 on power trends with a 23.36% ROI. They're absolutely cooking. Nice little bankroll builder for football season right around the corner. Download the Rhythm app, check out Power Trends, and start betting smarter. You know damn well we will be. Get your free 7-day trial period today. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. We're also brought to you by Candor Spirits. Yes, have you had Candor Spirits? I got some right here, man. Let me see. Have you ever had a green tea shot? All right. A green tea shot. I mean, come on, it's tea time, folks. Get on over here. This is a brand new, delicious beverage. And let me just break this down for you, right? First off, they're delicious, ready to drink canned cocktails. No carbs, no gluten, no sugar, low carbonation, 7.5% alcohol. Whew, American made, panty dropper. Candor Spirits available right now in the state of Nevada and Arizona. So if you're going to Vegas, you're going to get a bunch of these, but they're coming to California. They're coming to Hawaii, and they're coming to the rest of the states. Candor Spirits. Get spiritual, baby. All right. We are back. So you got them at what right now with 3 games left?
4 and I think we both got them 4 and 5.
4 and 5. Then a trip to the McGurk to take on UMass. They're one and done game versus UMass. Win. 4. What did you say? 4 and 5. 5 and 5.
I took UMass. I'm high on the Minutemen, baby. I got 4 and 6 here, headed down to the final 2 home games.
Well, the final 2 home games, you got Western Michigan and Lance Taylor coming in there. That's a good game. Series goes back to 1950, 75 years young. I'm on NIU. They get this thing. They go bowl eligible here. 6 and 5. What are you doing here?
Yep, the final Tuesday MAC home game in DeKalb. I got Northern Illinois getting a win, 5 and 6.
And then they end the regular season with beautiful Kent State on the schedule.
0-11, Kent State.
I got them 7 and 5, man. Yeah, Kent State's gonna be fucking horrible this year.
6 and 6 for me.
How many MAC losses do you have? That you have them with 4 MAC losses, huh?
I had them going 0 and 4 on the road. They're not gonna. They're gonna go 0 for in their final year on in all these.
That's bold. Yeah. That's fucking bold. I got them 7 and
Maryland. They're gonna win at Maryland and then not win a MAC road game.
I could see it. I mean, the UMass one's the only one. The other 3, like it, I could totally see. But I'm on the over. Now, I would not bet this because we also gave them a win against Maryland or Mississippi State. But I mean, I guess we also gave them a loss against San Diego State. They could win that game. I'm on the over, but no strong conviction. I think Vegas got this number correct. They're plus 1,200 to win the MAC. Plus 8,000 to make the CFP. If you're an NIU fan, I think the play isn't even the win total. I think the play is plus 1,200 to win the MAC, because you've seen this before. Kent State, we just talked about with Sean Lewis a few years back. They were like a 7-win MAC champion team or MAC championship appearance team. So that's very possible. So I think like you probably want to play the plus 1,200 to win the MAC. Because if you, all it takes, man, You do host Miami, Ohio, and that tiebreaker right there could be vital. Imagine if they do beat Eastern Michigan, right? Imagine if Ohio struggles in the first year of Brian Smith. Toledo, we know what Toledo is. They're going to be good, but there's a path where they could get to the championship. So I think plus 1,200, if you're an NIU fan, is the best play on the board for me. Mac, what's your favorite play on the board?
It would be the MAC championship just because of the high variance and all these games are toss-ups outside of Kent State. I mean, who would you say is the second worst team in the MAC? Ball State?
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, they do get the three worst teams.
Yeah, with UMass, right?
Yeah. And maybe you would like to see Akron on the schedule, but for the most part, they got tough road spots. So, yeah, I would just play the championship and hope they could pull off a couple of those road games because it's the MAC, man. Nobody knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, your confidence level on any of these, Colby, 0. All right, like
I don't think we'll have a single MAC lock at the end.
Yeah.
Other than Kent State under.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Folks, we are the College Football Experience. We're breaking down all 136 teams. YouTube.com/the College Experience. Go check out that hidden episode with Gloria Navarez, where it's only audio only because I was at Media Days and we didn't have video. So there's a slew of other ones. Troy Calhoun, a bunch of other coaches that we had come on the show. And I was at Media Days talking to all these coaches, including the great Bill Belichick. And that's what we were talking about next. Our North Carolina Chapel Bill episode coming up next in about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm on the over with these Huskies. Mac's on the under. Mac's on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. Direct all the hate there. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. Keep Soldier Field forever. All right. And let's go. All right. I put together a slideshow honoring the history of NIU football on the way out. So enjoy this thing. YouTube.com/the College Experience. This is the College Football Experience, NIU Husky style. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here.
Mailbox 1. You have 7 messages.
1.
I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. We're the obsession to be a part of that, started that. Mind over matter don't matter in the market. I've seen much smarter cats have heart attacks. Logic cause leaders need lambs to be lethargic. Match wits with the half-wit phantom. I don't need jumper cables or mic cords to analyze an analytical anthem. Between my two ears, an engine pumping the life force. Force field for your grip on the grievance. Still gonna feel unchallenged and bored stiff. So arrange the pieces to appear cohesive. All the hard work will go largely ignored if your hands are covered with post-its and paper cuts. You need to have your voice in the vice grip. The one who made it famous ain't the one who made it up. You don't get overtime just for working the night shift.
I'm taking a pinch right now. It's like
I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul, or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun my body and soul, or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo my body and soul, or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. Every time I close my eyes, I'm taken to the same place, a playing field, and every contestant's got the game face. Everybody's yelling, you ought to play it safe. Make sure them shoes are tied and ankles taped. Shake the cobweb, hit the ground running. This is how cunning I can get with the footwork. You're doing it right, well, it shouldn't hurt. Flirt with greatness, still outrun the famous. Nice high heels, I got mics for spikes. Trampling the home team and the turf for life. For the few fleet of foot, too fast for me. I fear none, cause I run and ignore the pair of feet by the tree that are fast asleep. In love with the game, you adore the hair. I believe in achievement. My soul isn't rewarded just cause it's easy goal and moves toward it. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart my body and soul. and nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun. Mind, body, and soul, and nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo. Mind, body, and soul, and nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without your